Wake up. Right now, wherever you are, what you're doing, the truth is screaming at you. Those playbooks you've been handed, the so called proven strategies everyone swears by, they're killing your startup's chance to scale. It's not about lack of effort, not a shortage of talent. It's about being trapped in broken rules, outdated thinking, ancient systems that no longer serve what you want to build. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing frustration when your growth hits a wall. All the late nights wasted chasing tactics that used to work, but now feel like screaming into the void. That rage bubbling under the surface because you know deep down you're capable of so much more, but everything grinds to a halt. The problem isn't your startup. The problem is the playbook you're chained to. Here's the brutal truth. The startup growth playbook out there, it's a fossil designed for a world that no longer exists. It's a checklist built for a linear path, a pipeline. People taught you to build funnels, optimize steps, and scale customer acquisition like machines. But startups, true startups, don't grow like factories. They live, evolve, breathe chaos. The old rules promise security, but what they deliver is paralysis masked as progress. You get trapped in optimizing old levers, running experiments that move the needle in millimeters while your vision screams for miles. You're stuck running tactical sprints on a marathon course, and that's why most startups burn out or spin wheels for years without scaling. Stop right now and reject the notion that growth is just a matter of better marketing, more ads, or faster hiring. Growth is a system of power. It demands you rethink every core assumption about your startup. Your product, your market, your team, your story. Growth is no longer growth if it's blind. You have to see the entire battlefield, not just pick off targets from a checklist. This is about tearing down illusions, about abandoning comfortable lies passed on from those who never really built something that scaled, that transformed an industry. So here's the first command: kill the funnel, burn it. It's time to stop forcing your potential customers through a narrow path. Funnels box you in, they create friction, kill creativity, and herd your users into what worked yesterday. Instead, build a network, a living, breathing ecosystem around your startup. Real scalability comes from weaving people, partners, customers, advocates, and innovators into your product's DNA. Create connections that aren't just transactional but exponential. Make your growth waves ripple through communities. Fuel organic traction that no ad spend can buy. You have to obsess over culture, emotional connection, genuine ownership from your early users. Turn your product into a movement, not a mere commodity. If you're still selling features, you're dead in the water. Second order of attack: ditch growth hacks chasing vanity metrics. This is poison. The obsession with clicks, signups, daily actives keeps you high on a drug of short-term wins, while the foundation crumbles beneath your feet. What you need is boundary-pushing experiments that shock the system. Growth experiments designed to challenge your assumptions about your market, your message, your value. Go beyond what's safe or smart. Demand that every step you take threatens the status quo, not just optimizes around it. Every metric you track must reflect real change. More engagement, real revenue, sustainable retention. If the metrics don't speak to building something lasting, kill them mercilessly. Hygiene metrics are not victories. Here's the third, most misunderstood secret. Growth is inseparable from team building and culture. Outsource the wrong people or hire to fill seats, and your growth collapses. You need a team wired to learn fast, shift directions violently, adapt endlessly. Find runaways from traditional corporate mindsets, those who reject process for speed, bureaucracy for radical clarity. Build a microculture of nonconformists who are wired for extreme accountability and shared ambition. Create rituals that bind your team's energy. Daily syncs that aren't status updates, but conflict zones where assumptions die hard. Your culture has to be the growth engine, the oxygen for scaling chaos, or everything you try will wrinkle, tumble, fade. Fourth, and this cuts deeper than most want to hear, stop idolizing the market fit myth. Product market fit is not a static milestone. It's a moving target, a continuous hunt. If you think you've found it, you're sleeping at the wheel. The market changes at the speed of culture and tech shifts, customers evolve, and competitors lurk waiting to knock you down. You have to amplify your listening, scorching your ears to the ground for shifts that break playbooks. Build loops of feedback so tight, so fast, that your product evolves faster than those who copy you can catch up. If you're not chasing ambiguity, chaos, and contradiction, it's already too late. Finally, embrace the brutal beauty of being misunderstood. Look, most experts will tell you to play it safe, follow trends, fit in the mold. Growth rebels don't have that luxury. Have that. If you're not making people uncomfortable, pushing boundaries of what's accepted, you're not growing. You're just blending in. Own your vision with militant clarity. Build in public, expose your flaws, battle your doubts with fierce candor. Growth is a war, and the battlefield is your mindset first above all. The deeper your conviction to transcend tired old scripts, the faster you scale. Decide now. Will you keep chasing yesterday's tactics, hoping for a miracle? Or will you burn the old playbook to the ground and write your own? Real growth is brutal, messy, unforgiving, but it is freedom. Freedom to build what you were meant to build. Freedom to ignite your startup into a force that bends markets, rewrites rules, and creates something dangerous. Genuine, unstoppable momentum. This is your call. The world will reward those who reject fake comfort and choose chaos, connection, and relentless transformation. It doesn't care about your excuses, only your ability to rewrite the future. So tear off the mask of predictable scaling and step into raw naked growth. This is no game for the comfortable or the compliant. It's for founders, investors, and leaders ready to cut through illusions, shatter outdated systems, and forge solidarity with the few who dare to transcend. Link your visions, shatter borders, and build a network that scales not just business, but change. You're not alone, but only if you stop pretending the old rules still hold. Rise up. Start now. Your startup's future, no, the future of everything you believe in, is screaming for it.